My parents both played the game. They were members at Pakuranga Bowling Club. And basically, I honestly don't know how young I was, but I'd say I was probably 4 or 5 when I couldn't be left at home alone with my older sister. So I'd go down to the bowling club with them. I had no idea what the game was then, but I just remember drawing on the blackboard at the bowls club and eating chips watching them play. And then fast forward to when I was in college, and there was collegiate bowls going at the time, and so Howick College is the school I went to, and they started up a bowls team, and so I said, I know that sport, and they said, you can have a day off school. So I was like, yep. So I did it with my best friend, and got a day off school, and I think because we kind of knew a bit of the game because of my parents playing, we were kind of, I guess, picked out by some of the Auckland representatives at the time and said, oh, if you enjoy it, this is what you can do next. And I thought, yep, okay, all right, let's do it then. And it was an underage group at the time, and so the players there were still a little bit older than me at that time when I was about 14, 15, but yeah, I just got along with the younger group through it, and I guess from that and the social aspect, I just really enjoyed it in that way. And that's pretty much how I started, and I guess it just kind of shot off from there. Early this year, at our 2016-17 Nationals, I won our national singles, and because of that success, I got a ticket to the World Champion of Champions singles. So I went there with our male representative, Dean Algar, and that was at St John Park Bowling Club in Sydney, and it was also my first world event. So in 2014 I played in the Commonwealth Games, but that's still restricted to some countries. So yeah, this is my first world event, so it was really exciting. But I went into that thinking, all right, I'll just have the same head on my shoulders as I did at the Nationals, and that's pretty much what I did. It was filled with friends and family and their support with me, and I honestly had the best time. But yeah, so part of that was, it was a sets format, so 2 lots of 9 ends, and then if needed a tie break. And for my section I was in, I had to play 11 games, so it was a section of 12 of us. And to qualify, you had to be in the top 3. So that was my goal going into it, because I thought being top 3 out of 12 countries is a pretty good achievement in my eyes. And leading up through the days of qualifying, I was always sitting on the table at third or 4th. And when it came to the last day, I was sitting in 3rd, and the 2 countries above me was Norfolk Islands and Wales, and I only had them to play. So it was really do or die, but it was really exciting because I wasn't relying on other results to get me to qualify. It was literally all in my hands. If I could come with the goods, I've got the goods. Whereas if I didn't do enough, then it was my own fault if I didn't do enough. And so yeah, I just went into that day with knowing what I had to do and hoping that I wouldn't stuff it up, I guess. And my first game was against Norfolk Islands, and I managed to win that game in 2 sets. So now I was in 2nd position, and then I played Wales, and Wales was in 1st position, and we both were the only players who had only lost 2 games. And so it was really battle for the top position, because the person who topped the section would automatically go through to the semi-final. And so I thought, well, she's tough, she goes good, I've seen her, been playing, and she's steady, I'm just going to play my game and see what happens. And yeah, played the first set, and the last end I was 2 behind. And I thought, right, if I can get a 2, I can tie, and then I'll go all out again in the 2nd set, see if I can win that. Or I could get a 3 and I could win the set. And so on the last end I played this one shot, and then when I think back to it, and I was mentioning to like a couple of my friends, I was like, it was the shot that you practice for hours and hours and hours on, and you can finally get to play it. And the fact that I played this shot and got the 3 and won the set, I was just on cloud 9. And I think it was yeah, Laura Daniels from Wales I was playing, and I think, yeah, she was probably a bit gutted that I got that shot. And so going into the 2nd set, she wasn't playing as close as she was in the first one, so I just kept playing my game and managed to get the second set too, and came out on top of the section and straight through to the semi-finals. And then, funny enough, I met Laura in the semi-finals again, and so I got her the first time we played, but unfortunately I didn't get her the second time. And but I was pleased. I've come away with a bronze medal, and looking at the player rankings, I've also finished third in the world. So I'm absolutely so pleased with that. I went beyond my goal. And I got to play some awesome games and some awesome bowls because of how long that event went for. Yeah, so yeah, I'm really, really pleased. So this. Yeah, so I do like jewellery, and I only need to take off 2 rings, and that's these rings, but I don't take them completely off, I just put them onto this hand. So I've still got them, but as far as grip goes, I think my middle finger is the furthest one back in my hand, so that doesn't touch the bowls. It's only really these fingers that are doing all the work. But yeah, no, I still have them, still have my bling when I play. Yeah, I don't know, probably a bit of me to my game, I guess.